have with us reeds player Jay Rodriguez, incredible drummer Victor Jones, and the renowned bassist Alex Blake. Gentlemen, take it away. Jay.
We're
You're
back.
wonderful.
We're back.
I'll get back to hug you two in a minute. What did you play at the Apollo last month?
Yeah, actually, no. Last week I played with Maria Baraka and Craig Harris. Fantastic, and you know Craig Harris is one of the greats, and it was a fantastic gig. Maria Baraka and Rakim. It was a whole generation of poets dedicated to the great Sekou Sundiata. So it was fantastic. Yeah, it's been
Oh
great.
my gosh! Now, have you done that before?
I work with Craig all the time, but it's the first time I've worked with Sekou as well through Craig. So Craig's been like a mentor and a friend, and always so great. But it's great to work with these gentlemen, who are my friends and brothers forever. You know, so it's an honor for me to have. When they said yes, and you said, they were like, "Oh, we're going."
Oh,
all
yeah,
right,
it's a
so
go. No
yeah,
question
yeah,
about
yes,
it.
yes,
So
yes.
just tell me, I see you've got, what, 3 reeds? You
Yeah,
are really described as a reeds player.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how many horns, how many reeds do you play?
Bass clarinets and bansuri flutes. I love all flutes and woodwinds and everything. I just love, above everything, it's language of music. Yeah.
Have you ever done classical music?
A lot of classical, yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, I'm premiering some sacred works in about a week, in a couple of days from now, actually. Well, it's almost through composed. It's very choral sounding, so I just write kind of classical
Have
stuff.
you done choral music?
Yeah, I have written, yeah.
Because we talked not too long ago after you were last here, and you said that you were working on some pieces with harp and
Right, exactly.
strings.
So I've been doing a lot more of that, exactly.
And
That's
now,
still
is this
going
music
on.
that you've
This is-
written?
Yeah,
that
this
you're
is stuff that I'm
composing?
yeah, I've composed a lot. Yeah, this next thing is Sacred Works is percussion, harp, and bass, and I'm playing clarinet and flute, and you know these color tones and stuff.
So
like
when are
that.
you coming back with that?
Next one. That's the next one. We talked about it, right? We're gonna do it next time for sure. Because it takes a minute to organize everybody. We'll do it.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay, you have to.
Oh, you better give her a hug. Don't
You
start with that.
remembered.
Is it time for
Give her
my
a
hug?
hug. Why you?
Big hugger.
Oh,
Good to
Jesus.
see you, June.
It's nice to see you too. I mean, you were here just with like 20, 30, 40-piece drum set and electronics, and then you came back with the trio and
Right.
Jeepers.
So
You've been
I'm like the
doing-
house drummer here.
Yeah, works for me.
Seasonal.
I mean, to have.
To a house near you.
Right, right. So what have you been doing since you were last here? I mean, I know that you've been
well,
doing a lot, but
This past Christmas time, or this past winter, I was in Mexico with Jay Rodriguez. Me and Jay had the trio
Mexico?
there in Mexico City. We played a really big concert there and a couple of clubs.
oh
It was
my
very
gosh.
cool.
How long were you there?
We were there for just a short time, 3 days or something, 4 days.
Oh, that must have been exciting.
Multimedia with images and stuff.
Wow. Wow.
And I've been working on and finishing my trio record, which has Alex Blake and you remember Dylan Meek, the piano player.
sure.
So
Sure,
we finished
sure.
that record, and we have a string quartet and everything, and it's really exciting.
So
exciting.
when you're coming back with them,
I'm coming back with them whenever you say so.
we got it. Okay. Again, it works for me. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And so this is, your group is Cultureversy? Or are you
Well,
doing
Cultureversy is kind of like, you know, in the side, but I'm concentrating on the trio more acoustic sounding stuff. But it's still going to be high energy, no matter what.
You know, this is something that we're going to talk about a little bit before we close the show, but I'm always interested in how you're promoting what it is that you're doing, your CDs and your club dates, and you're doing a lot more club dates now, all of you, aren't you?
Club date meaning working in nightclubs?
Yeah, where they have...
clubbing, going from club to club.
Going
hanging
from
out.
club to club. No, you know, club dates are usually
Yeah, no, I know.
weddings and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
No, we play. No, I play in a lot of clubs in New York City and Birdland and the Zinc Bar and a bunch of places, and I'll continue to do that. We're playing at Birdland with the trio.
Really?
This summer. Yeah.
Oh,
so
well, let me just get over here then to
So
talk
get
to
over here and
Alex.
talk to
Yes.
Alex.
Let me not trip over anything.
So,
And you missed.
Hey, Judy.
Hey.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. You have to
Wonderful.
get your hug
Wonderful,
too.
wonderful.
Yeah. It is
Pleasure
just
to be
such a
here.
thrill to have you here. My
Thank you.
brother, John B., speaks so highly of you.
Your brother is one of the great bassists.
Oh,
I love him.
thank
He's
you
a
for
wonderful
saying that.
person.
And I know that you were with Manhattan Transfer for a long time.
Yes, I was actually with them. I started with them about 1979, actually.
Oh my
And,
gosh! Now, are they still active, going
yeah,
strong?
Yeah, they're still.
They don't seem to ever age.
Yeah, it's a great.
That's okay.
Yeah. No one
But
says
I
too
mean,
much.
it's just great that
Yeah.
because I saw them when they were at the Blue Note, I believe.
Oh, just recently, I think.
Mhm,
Right? Yeah. Well, it's been some time. I was with them from '79 till about '91. I went back, asked me to come back in '94. I think I left in '98. So it's
Now,
16 years. Yeah.
You are playing acoustic bass tonight, but I know that you also
Play electric. as
play
well.
electric. Which is
Yeah.
your preference?
You know, I love both instruments. I mean, I don't really have a preference for one. I mean, it all depends on what I'm playing, who I'm playing with, and so on and so on. I mean, I love both instruments. The acoustic obviously is such a natural instrument to play. And the electric has its place, and the acoustic has its place.
Will you be using the bow tonight?
Maybe not. It all kind of depends.
Where'd you get your start?
I actually.
I mean, New York isn't your home, is it?
No, originally I am from Panama.
Oh.
I came to the United States in 1958. I was about 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I started playing bass probably at about 9 years old. My father was a professional musician and played with all the major Latin bands here in New York,
Oh.
and also in Panama. So when I came, that was kind of my start. My father was telling a lot of the musicians about his son plays bass, and my father played with people like Machito, Mon Rivera, and a lot of the great Latin bands, and that was sort of my start, playing with a lot of those
So you
groups.
came from a musical family.
Pretty much, yes. Yeah, my father and my mom's more of a mathematician. That's what she was.
Oh.
My dad was a musician in the family.
Mhm.
I also have a younger bass player, a younger brother, a younger brother who's a great bassist, Russell
He also
Blake.
plays the bass?
Yes, he's
Oh,
another bassist in the
gee.
family. So
Oh,
he's really.
let me come around here
Great.
so that you don't have to strain your
All right.
neck when you're talking to me. And I wanted to see the start of the bass anyway.
Mhm.
This is well worn. Wow.
Yeah, she's
It's seen a lot.
seen a lot. She's seen quite
It's
a bit.
beautiful just to touch it.
All right, thank you. Did you hear that? All right, don't give me a hard time.
How did you start with the bass? Was that your initial instrument?
No, actually, my initial instrument was trumpet. My father played trombone
Really?
and trumpet, and he started me off with trumpet so I could learn about treble clef and so on and so on. And then I kind of went to guitar, but he had this whole thing about me playing the bass. So one day, I came home and there was this bass sitting there, and I'm like, "Well, who's gonna play that?" And he looked at me. Who do you think?
Oh my
so
gosh.
that was the whole beginning of my whole thing with the bass. Really didn't want to play bass, but my
You
dad
didn't?
insisted, So at that age, okay, no problem, So it was that kind of a thing. So then I fell in love with the instrument, and that was
Now,
from there.
You do composing, arranging,
Right.
as both of you
yeah.
do as well, and also you're a performing artist, of course. Now, what is you have many genres. What's your favorite? Is it Afro-Caribbean or Latin or R&B, jazz? I mean,
Well, I would have to say all the different forms of music that you're talking about are creative from that particular standpoint. I would have to say, for me, in many senses, jazz or African music, whichever way you would like to call it, is one of my favorites. But it's very hard sometimes when you ask that question. Well, what is your favorite? Because I love all of it.
yeah, you love music.
I love music, period. And I've been able to play all of it. I've had the opportunity to play with a lot of great people. And so, as I said, all different forms of music have, you need to have that creativity. And if you love it, that's what it is.
And have
So
that feeling.
to have the
for
feeling
it.
for it as well.
Right,
So-
right. Now, are you working on a new CD?
I'm sorry?
Are you working on a new CD?
Yes, I am. I'm working on a new CD. Actually, we're going to go in the studio in about another week and a half. We're going to be going in the studio to work on a new CD. And It's going to be a mixture of Latin, a little fusion, a little bit of this. It's going to be sort of a mixture of all the different genres of music that I've played.
So then you'll come back.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay,
Most
then it's
definitely.
decided. You're all three coming back as a group and individually, and we'll have another incredible show.
Here you go.
But what we're going to do now is hear some more of your music.
Wonderful.
You know, it's funny. I commented to you at one time, Victor, that you would even play a chair. While we were waiting to start, you're sitting over there playing a chair, and you have a whole drum set.
I know. Why did I waste all this money?
Right, but you could have just.
General disorder. General disorder.
What I'd like very much at this point to ask you and to get a feel for is what is happening in the music business now. I mean, you've all three been out there for so long, and I mean, you have had such fame with what you've been doing, and in some instances, fortune as well. What's it like now? What's going on now?
It's a
Just anybody can jump in.
Yeah, I'll pass the mic. Basically, I think it's a very interesting time. It's a very interesting time because it's very revolutionary in the sense that, the artist has control of his masters for the first time. It's very interesting, and it happened a while ago. But the idea of that now, the technology has enabled people to put out records at an amazing amount. We're not getting paid for a lot of this stuff, but everybody's very creative, and I find it to be an interesting time. But the one thing that I think that's missing, at least for me, from these are mentors of mine. I'm a little younger than them, a little bit, not too much. But I look up to them, and I realize, no, it's really amazing, because what happens is that you realize being able to play with great masters, there's not much more of that opportunity. I mean, they are there, but to actually have a real friendship and kinship, I think the musicians who are out there performing and playing, I think that they should seek that.
Well, obviously they have they mentored you, but they've got a lot of respect for you because they came here tonight.
So, but that's of course, but friends. But I'm
just
saying
such a
that's
thrill.
the thing that's missing. I think there are a lot of great young players, and I think it's great. I think it'll happen more and more. But I think it's an interesting time. The record industry it's gone, so it's. But I'm sure they have different opinions.
Everybody has a record studio in their home.
Everybody can at home.
For the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your feeling about it at this point, Victor?
Well, I mean, it adds. It's a plus for a lot of artists, and it's also, unfortunately, a plus for a lot of people that aren't really talented. My friend Victor Bailey said to me, "I remember when you had to be a musician to be a musician."
Nah.
But this guy's like gluing things together in the studio, and you're putting little, sound design, which can be great if you have, a creative mind.
Right.
And there still is a music industry.
Well,
somewhere.
It is there. And it's
there.
alive and well and living in all of you. And what we'd like to do, though, we don't have much time, but we want to have time to let you do another piece. So at this point, I can just say love and kisses to the three of you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you, June.
much. Thank you. Here, I can take that, and it's just such a thrill to have you here. But I also want to thank Manhattan Neighborhood Network for allowing us to do the show here at the Firehouse at El Barrio, and for the absolutely incredible all-star crew that we have here tonight. I want to thank Rich, Drew, Roberto, John, and it's been it's been wonderful. And of course, Ed, who tonight has been doing floor manager. So before, you've been watching Minding Your Business, the show for musical entrepreneurs and talented entrepreneurs. See yourself where you want to be. And in the time that we have left, please make sure, though, you come back again, because we're going to have more great stars on. So take us out, if you will. And again, love and kisses to you for coming.